Hi, I'm Bob. He's Jan, and that's Dave. And together we're restoring an A-26 Invader bomber with the help of some amazing volunteers. So come along and join us on this amazing journey.
We're moving along with emptying the contents of the oil barrel into the airplane. The left side is dry, nothing going on there. The right nacelle has a couple of leaky nostrils, but we'll keep them wiped up and see if at some point they don't seal themselves up. But anyway, okay, this is set up overnight, and that actually looks like it's drying up pretty well. Themselves up. But anyway, I'm going to pump out the rest of this barrel into the right nacelle. So we got the forward half of the gap seals for the inner gap seals on both wings ready to anchor as soon as the zippers come in and they get the rest sewn up.
So now that we've fit the gap seal on the actual aircraft and made sure that all the patterns work, I was able to finish making all the hard templates for cutting out the material. So all we're going to do is lay out each pattern on the material, and we will be making a left hand and a right hand. So I have to trace each piece face up, and then we're going to flip the patterns over, and this will be face down for the left hand side. So I'm going to shoot this as a time lapse, that way it kind of speeds up the process because it does take a while to trace and cut out each piece. So now that our lines are drawn, we're able to sew in the welt cord on the one side. The other side is a hem where the zipper is going to go to connect both these pieces together. So you can see there's a different measurement. This is for the welt cord because you need more wraparound, and this is the hem side for the zipper. So when you fold that to that line, you're going to have an overall dimension of what is on the drawing. So the next video you'll see, we're actually going to be sewing the welt cord on all four of these pieces on the one side that requires the welt.
So it's Friday here in the high maintenance hangar. We just got word that the gap seals we were trying to install this week, there was a snafu in the delivery of the zippers. So it's supposed to be here today, but there won't be enough time for us to really do anything with them. So in the meantime, we have a new seal for the perimeter of the wheel well landing gear door openings. And so Steve and I are going to work on getting that installed, and that'll be one more job off the tick list. Let me show you. So this is the new seal, which is quite a bit more pliable and conformal than the stuff we put in before. And so yeah, let's get going. Let's get this done. So we're on to other tasks. We've already put the oil in the oil tanks. That seems to be dry. We'll be getting ready to put the props on here in the next couple of weeks. Right now, we're going to put some fuel in the tanks and try to start seeing where the leaks are. Really hoping we don't have any, but don't know until we do. So let's get set up here and we'll put some fuel in this bad boy and see. Stand by.
Batteries hooked up?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll look then.
Have I put fuel in it yet? Not yet.
What's that?
Not yet. Dave was getting buckets and Steve wanted to know if the battery
You
was
look in
hooked up.
there, Bob?
I did yesterday.
Look in the tank, everything's good?
Yeah. I put the bore scope in it yesterday.
Let me go to the sump house, not going anywhere else, so feel free to put it in.
Okay. So we're starting with the gallon to make sure that the drain valve is not leaking and that we can sump it and all that stuff. Okay, there's like 3/4 of a gallon. And no leakage afterwards?
What?
No leakage out of that drain valve?
Drain valve's holding nicely and looking at as much as I can in the gasket.
Okay.
And it appears to be pretty clean.
All right, so we're satisfied. We're satisfied with the 1 gallon. So we're going to dump another 4 gallons in here. Okay.
Pretty nice.
All right. Oh, shit. This is the part I don't want. Okay. Very nice. You got your eyeballs peeled there, Dave?
I just want to witness the first fuel.
Yeah.
You're witnessing the first fueling.
I just want to be, witness the first
Yeah, this
fuel.
is the first time probably fuel's been added since 1992. Man, there's a lot of milestones going on this year. Okay. All right, anything, Dave? Anything on the gauge now with the total 5 gallons in there?
Doesn't look like it.
No. Okay.
We're gonna put one in the main here, and then the other 4 back in here. Yeah, let's put some in there. And then, or, a chance
To percolate.
we simply don't have that. Well, that'll wet the that'll wet the release valve
The boost
there.
pump.
No,
Yeah.
the boost pump. Yeah, it'll do that too, but I mean, it'll wet the selector valve. What that's right now.
Yeah.
This is will not.
That's correct. Because it's got to go up and over and back through. All right, so we put 5 gallons in the ox. Now we're putting a gallon in here in the main just to wet the bottom of the tank, and that'll get down to the selector valve eventually. The ox will not, but so right now we're testing each tank individually. So we'll see if we have any gravity problems on the main tank while we're working on the ox tank. The sump is the little one, the big one is the pump.
Put another gallon in that for the 3 over here.
Yeah, just, I mean, it looks like,
Is it just sitting on top? There's a pool down there.
yeah.
So there's a pool down
You're
there.
it's gonna take a few gallons because the undulations that's in the tank itself has never been flattened out.
So
Let's put another gallon in the main. What? Let's put another gallon in the main. Yeah.
hang on. All right. You got fuel, Dave? So stop.
So it's still
Oh.
dry?
Okay, so that's good. There's fuel at the sump. Okay, so we put 8 gallons in the ox tank, put a couple of gallons in the main tank. Well, we got fuel in all the fuel tanks. Discovered we had one bad ox pump. We installed those years ago. They were tested at the time, but this one seemed to be sticky. And while we were able to get it turning, we have to take it out because it keeps popping the circuit breaker. So we've got a spare pump that we can put in there. So we're going to get that done. That was for the left aux. For the right aux tank, when we put fuel in it, it started coming out the weep hole in that pump. So maybe the seal's dried up or whatever. So those two pumps are going to go out for service. On the right main, it looks like the brand new selector valve that's in there is leaking. So we've had to drain all three of those tanks, and we're going to get the old parts out, examine them, find out what's going on with them. On the upside, the left main tank does not leak. It's a thing of beauty. And in other news, the gap seals are now done. We don't have time to install them this week. So yeah, the gap seals are all done. They're ready for installation. So that'll be a task for next week. In the meantime, we'll do the things we got to do, and we'll be back next week. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching. Well, so we got the gap seals, the forward half, ready to anchor into the wing. Too late.